Hello viewers, welcome to our Browse Academy. In the last session I have discussed about mesh analysis. Okay, in today's session I will discuss about nodal analysis in a simple way. What is nodal analysis? It is a technique used for finding unknown values of voltages and currents in the given circuit. Okay, then what is a node? It is a technique used for finding voltages and currents in a given network. So what is a node? Node is a point on a given circuit where two or more branches are connected to it. I think you know what is a branch. A branch represents a branch represents a circuit element. It can be passive or active element. So node is nothing but it is a point on the given circuit. Let it be N, point on the given circuit, at which two or more circuit elements are joined. Two or more branches. Each branch generally represents a circuit element. Here this branch is representing R1 and this branch is representing R2 and this branch is representing two elements. One is R3 and another one is voltage source V. Okay. So voltage is nothing but, node is nothing but a point on a given circuit. So this node can be a simple node. Node can be a simple node or it can be a principal node. Principal node. Simple node is nothing but if two branches are connected to a node, then that node is called as a simple node. That is, for a simple node, only two branches will be connected. Only two branches will be connected. So here in this case there is no division of current. So there is no division of current in this case, in the case of simple node. In the case of principal node, at least there should be three branches to be connected to a node. So for a principal node, there should be at least three branches. Yes, at least there should be three branches like this R1, R2, R3 at least. That means there can be more than three also. Okay. The principal node can be a reference node, or it can also be called as a datum node. For a datum node, the potential is 0. We are saying 0 potential to a datum node, 0 volts. Datum node and non-reference node. Non-reference node. If there are n principal nodes in the circuit, then out of which one node is selected as a reference node and all the remaining nodes are treated as non-reference nodes. Okay, now we'll see about the procedure now for nodal analysis. Procedure. First step, identify the total number of nodes. Identify the total number of nodes. Total number of nodes in the network. In the mesh analysis, we used to identify the total number of meshes in the given circuit or given network. Here in this case, we identify the total number of nodes in the network. Next, after assigning the meshes in that mesh analysis, we have assigned the mesh currents. Here we assign, after identifying the nodes, we assign voltages to each and every to each node in the circuit. We assign voltages to each node. Out of these principal nodes, one node is treated as a datum node. So for the datum node, let it be Vn with datum node, its potential is equal to assigned 0. Its potential is assigned 0. Whereas the remaining nodes are assigned like this, V1, V2 and so on. If there are n nodes, there will be n minus 1 nodes like this. This is a way of assigning voltage to the nodes. And third step, develop KCL equations. Develop KCL equations at each node. At each node. If there are n minus 1 nodes, there will be n minus 1 equations. Okay? Develop KCL equations at each node. Next, last step is solve the KCL equations to find the voltages. To find the node voltages. Node voltages. Okay? These are the steps for finding voltages and currents using nodal analysis technique. So, in the mesh analysis technique, that technical analysis technique can be used for both planar as well as non-planar networks. Okay? And the number of equations here will be equal to n minus 1. Whereas in that case, number of equations is equal to number of branches minus n minus 1, where n is the number of nodes. Before solving the numericals, we will discuss about some important points. For example, let us consider two nodes Vx and Vy, consider a part of the network. Okay? If nothing is there between these nodes, that means only a wire is connected, then the potential of Vx will be equal to potential of Vy. So this can be replaced by Vx or Vy. Okay? And if the situation is like this, another situation, if there is a resistor, there can be any number of resistances across this Vy. Then how to find out the current? By simply applying the Ohm's law, we can find out the current flowing through this branch Vx, Vy, where Vx is the potential of this node and Vy is the potential of this second node. Then how to find out this now? Current I by applying Ohm's law. Now let R1 and R2 be the resistances of these resistors, R1 ohms and R2 ohms. And current is entering. Since this is absorbing element, R1 is a resistance, it is a passive element, it absorbs energy. So the current should enter positive terminal and leave from the negative terminal. So let us assign the polarities first and then apply KVL to this to find out the current passing through this branch. Now here at this point, it should enter positive terminal and leave negative terminal since it is a absorbing element. Now let us apply KVL to this loop. If you connect this, current will flow through this branch. So connect like this. Connect like this. The current will flow from Vx to Vy. We move from Vx to Vy. Okay? We should assume that if you move from Vx is at higher potential. If we move from Vy is treated as higher potential. Okay? Vx is higher potential. So Vx, here drop in potential, plus to minus. Minus, what is drop here? IR1, here IR2. So minus IR1 minus IR2 minus Vy. Vy is lower potential. We are moving from higher potential to lower potential. If you move from this end, it will be higher potential and this will be lower potential. Okay? Vx minus IR1 minus IR2 minus Vy is equal to 0. This is a way of applying Kirchhoff voltage law for finding the current I. Now what is I now? I is equal to Vx minus Vy by R1 plus R2. If we move from this end also, we will get the same equation. Okay, let us move from this end now. Move from this end now. If we move from this end, Vy is assumed to be at higher potential. So Vy, here rise in potential minus to plus. So plus IR2, here plus IR1. Why? Because there is rise in potential minus to plus. Then Vx is, we are assuming that it is higher potential, so it will be at lower potential. So minus Vx is equal to 0. So from this equation we will get I is equal to Vx minus Vy by R1 plus R2. Okay? Both the ways we get the same result. I is equal to Vx minus Vy by R1 plus R2. Okay? Another combination will be some voltages will be there between Vx and Vy, or only one voltage will be there. Let us consider only voltages now. After that we will combine these two, voltages as well as resistances between Vx and Vy. So next situation, Vx and Vy are the what? Are the node voltages. We have considered two principal nodes and two non-reference nodes. If this is a reference node, this potential will be 0. Just assign 0 to that, you will get the answer. So Vx, between Vx and Vy, a resistor is there and a voltage source is there. Let us suppose, let it be V and let this be R now. Then how to find out the value of I now? I is moving from Vx to Vy. So obviously Vx will be at more than Vy. But if we move from Vx to Vy, you assume that Vx is more than Vy. If we move from this end, Vy will be more than Vx. In that way, we will assume and proceed. Okay, now mark the polarities now. Potentials. This is I is moving like this, and this is energy absorbing element. So current should enter the positive terminal for absorbing element. So positive and leave from the negative element. Okay, and this is higher potential, this is lower potential. Now let us move from this end now, from left to right. Let us find out the value of current now. By applying Kirchhoff voltage law, assume that these two terminals are connected, then the current flow like this. We are traversing the path from Vx to Vy now, from Vx to Vy. It is at higher potential, right, Vx, since we are moving from left to right, minus, since drop in potential now, plus 2 minus is drop. What is that? I into R, minus IR, here plus 2 minus, fall in potential in this battery. So it is minus V, that is lower potential, so minus Vy is equal to 0. So I is equal to, first you write Vx minus Vy, then see this, from this end to this end, if you move it, fall in potential, minus V. From this equation we are getting this divided by resistance. Since only one resistance is there, you put R. If there are many resistances with that, add them up. Okay? The way of finding current which flows in this branch from Vx to Vy. If we move from this end also, we will get the same thing. So let us move from this end now. If we move like this, Vy is at higher potential. Let us move from this end now. Vy is at higher potential. Here rise in potential. So plus V. Here rise in potential plus IR. Here it is minus Vx is equal to 0. From this equation also we will get Vx minus Vy minus V by R. Okay, if you reverse the polarities, this will be reversed. If you reverse the polarities, here it will be plus V. Likewise, there will be rise in potential. If you reverse the polarities, negative to positive will go from left to right. So it is plus V. In that way, we will solve the equations. Let us consider an example now to understand this concept. Is the given circuit, find the value of current I using the nodal analysis. So, should find out this I value now. Let us see how it can be calculated. What the first step? Find the total number of nodes in the circuit. First step is find out the total number of nodes in the circuit. How many nodes are there? The nodes should be 2. Find out the principal nodes now. Principal node is a node to which 2 or more branches are connected. So here this is the node to which 3 branches are connected, 1, 2 and 3, and this is another node. So this is a, let this be Vx and let this be Vy. Vy. 2 nodes are there now, principal nodes. Now considering this as a datum node, bottom node as a datum node. Okay, and the value of the potential of this is 0. For a datum node, the potential is 0. Any other node, only 2 nodes are there. So out of these 2 nodes, one is treated as a reference node, and this is non-reference node. We call it as non-reference node. Now let us apply those techniques just now we have discussed. So how many branches are there now? 1, 2. First step is we have identified the nodes. Okay, and the second step, assign the voltages. For the node, this node we have assigned Vx as a voltage and Vy as voltage to second node, and Vy is treated as a datum node. Okay, second step is over. Third step is let the currents be I1, I2, I3. Then let us see how this I1, I2, I3 can be solved. Now if I apply KCL at node Vx, let us apply KCL now. So all are leaving. So sum of the current leaving is equal to sum of the currents entering. So sum of the currents I1 plus I2 plus I3 is equal to, no current is entering, so it is equal to 0. So let us find out I1 now. This is the branch. In this branch, how to find out I1? Just now we have discussed how to find out the current when the situation is like this: Vx, Vy, and a resistor is there, and a voltage source is there. Here it is 4 volts, and it is 1 ohm, and current is flowing like this. How to find out the current now? Vy is equal to 0 given. So this is datum node. So I is equal to Vx minus Vy by Vx minus Vy minus 4 volts. Drop in potential minus 4 volts by R. R is 1. So which is equal to Vx minus 0 minus 4. So I is equal to, or I1 is equal to, so I1 in place of I1 I can write Vx minus 4 by 1 plus I2, 1 ohm is there and the voltage source is 2 volts. Here I will write for I2 Vx minus 2 by 1 plus I3 is nothing but minus 2 amperes. So minus 2 is equal to 0. So 2Vx minus 8 equal to 0. So Vx equal to 4 volts. 4 volts. Vx is equal to 4 volts. So when Vx equal to 4 volts, how to find out I2 now? I2 is equal to Vx minus 2 by 1. So is equal to 4 minus 2 by 1 is equal to 2 amperes is the answer. Okay. So we will do another question now. What is the first step? Identify the principal nodes. How many principal nodes are there? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 3 principal nodes, 1, 2, 3 branches are connected to this node, this node, this node and this node. 3 branches are connected. So 4 principal nodes are there. So out of these 4 principal nodes, one is taken as a datum node. Let us take the bottom node as datum node now. Let this be, already PQ given, let this be R and let this be D, datum node. Question is find out potential difference between P and Q. So identified the nodes. Then let us develop the KCL equations now. So at node P, apply KCL. Let the currents be flowing like this: I1, I2, I3 is already given, and at this point, let this be I1, I2, and let this be I3, I4, and current entering this Q is 2 amperes. At node R, you cannot apply KCL. Why? Because there is no resistance in this branch, so you cannot apply. But the potential of this node R can be calculated by using VR minus VD is equal to, by applying KVL to this branch, we can find out what is the voltage at R, that is VR. Okay, at node P, let us apply KCL now. I1 is, let us take leaving currents as positive and entering currents as negative. So I1 is leaving positive, I2 is also leaving. No. Plus 2 is equal to 0. So I1 plus I2 is equal to minus 2. What is I1? I1 is, let this voltage be VP here, and let this be VR, let this be VQ. Let this be, for this node it is VQ. Is the voltage potential of the node Q is, that is the voltage VQ is the voltage of node Q, and VR is the voltage of node R, and VP is the voltage of VP, let us say. So for what is I1 now? I1 is equal to VP, and let I1 is equal to, we can draw this separately like this to make you understand. VP, and this is VD is datum node, and 8 ohms. I is the current, I1. So we are moving from this end. VP is at higher potential, VP minus VD by 8 is nothing but I1, which is equal to VP by 8 only. I'll write here. So I1 is nothing but VP by 8 plus I2. I2 is equal to VP, let this be now VR, and resistance is 2 ohms. Let I2 be the current. So I1 is equal to VP minus VR now, VR by 2. But VR is nothing but 10 only. How to find out that VR? VR VD. This is 10 volts. Start from this end. So VP minus 10, VD is 0, minus 0 is equal to 0. So VP is equal to 10 volts. Not VP, VR. VR minus VD. VR minus 10 is equal, so VR is equal to 10 volts. You can write here now. So it's VP minus 10 by 2. So I2 is equal to VP minus VR by 2. So VP minus 10 by 2. Vp minus 10 by 2 is equal to minus 2. So from this equation you can find out Vp. So multiply throughout the equation by 8. You get Vp plus 4p minus 40 is equal to minus 16. And 8 volts. Okay. Now at node Q, let us apply KCL. What are the currents leaving? I4 plus I3 and approaching is 2 minus 2 equal to 0. So I4 plus I3 is equal to 2. So what is I4? I will write directly now without taking this branch separately and then explaining. I will find out from this network only, from this circuit only. What is I4? I4 is moving from VQ to VR. Okay. So I4 is equal to VQ minus VR by 4. Okay, but VR is nothing but, what is VR? VR is 10 volts. VR is 10 volts. So I will write 10 here. 10 plus what is I3? I3 is VQ minus VD by 6. So VQ minus 0. VD is nothing but, so VD is equal to 0 since it is datum node. Minus 0 by R. By, what is resistance here? 6 ohms is equal to 2. So we multiply it by 12 now throughout the equation. 5VQ is equal to 5VQ is equal to 30 plus 24, 54. So VQ is equal to 10.8 volts. So VQ is known. So VQ is equal to what? 10.8 volts and VP is 4.8 volts. So what is the potential difference between P and Q now? Since current is flowing from P to Q, so P is at higher potential. So VP is, what is the value of VP? 4.8. 4.8. So what is the potential difference between P and Q? That is VV, PQ is equal to VP minus VQ, which is equal to, what is VP? 4.8 minus 10.8 is equal to minus 6 volts. This is the right answer. Okay, with this, I have finished this nodal analysis part. In the next session, I will discuss about supernode analysis, supernode technique. Okay, with that, the nodal analysis part will be completed.